Yo, what is up guys, FaZe here and welcome back to another video. Hope you guys are having a fantastic day, and today I'm going to be going over the 50TP Prototype, a tier 9 Polish collector's heavy tank that, if you didn't know, you were able to get this tank for absolutely free, and all you had to do was complete some clan missions. And this is why I think this is a pretty fitting review to go ahead and do, because a lot of people have just received their 50TP Prototype and are probably wondering how to play it. So in today's video, I'm giving you guys my full review on this vehicle, exactly what you need to do to take full advantage of this tank. I'm going to be going over my thoughts on the vehicle, overall strengths that the vehicle has and weaknesses, as well as how to effectively angle this vehicle to get the most armor out of it, and I'll also be giving you guys a live battle on the tank to see exactly how it performs on the battlefield. With that being said, let's head straight into the video. First of all, I'm going to be going over my equipment that I run on this vehicle. I highly suggest you guys to run exactly what I'm running here, but obviously it is preference based and you can switch up some things if you want to. Now, first of all, I'm running calibrated shells since the tank doesn't have the most amazing pen out there. On the second row, I'm running enhanced gun laying drive, and the third row, I am running refined gun. If we move up to the right side, I am running improved modules, enhanced armor. Now, this vehicle doesn't have the most armor out there, but that enhanced armor does make it a pretty tricky target to pen by lower tier targets. So yeah, I do suggest you to run enhanced armor, enhanced tracks. On the third and last row, I'm running improved optics, engine accelerator, and high-end consumables. Pretty straightforward. Now provisions wise and consumables wise, this tank actually has some pretty unique consumables. Personally, because I want to make this vehicle as fast as possible, I'm running the Polish food, I'm running improved gear oil, as well as improved fuel. However, if you're not looking to be more agile and you want to make that gun more accurate and more reliable, you can run double food as well as improved fuel to get that just a little bit of mobility, but overall giving your gun more accuracy. Now the vehicle also has improved gunpowder, which I don't suggest you guys to run because it's not a tank destroyer. It has pretty good shell velocity as it is, and you're going to be mainly playing front line and won't need that increase in velocity, so don't suggest you to run that improved gunpowder. Consumables wise, this tank also has tungsten rounds, which is very nice. Now personally, I run tungsten rounds, adrenaline, and multi-purpose repair kits. I would suggest you to run adrenaline alongside the tungsten rounds just so that you can get that boost in how many shells you can actually put out containing tungsten rounds. So definitely suggest you to run that. However, do note that you're losing out on one repair kit, which could give you a vulnerability to this vehicle. Look at the armor on this vehicle. As you can see, it is pretty red. And now this is the 50TP from the tech tree shooting AP rounds, it's standard rounds, at the 50TP Prototype. And as you can see frontally, the 50TP is not the most armored vehicle out there. However, this tank has 8 degrees of gun depression, so when you fully use that, you can see that the turret becomes almost impenetrable and no one is really going to pen you. Now, if the 50TP had to switch up to APCR, yes, you can pen this vehicle, no problem. I do want to note that there is this massive weak spot in the front of the vehicle here that can easily be penned by most tanks, and the higher the tier you play against, this thing just gets even weaker and weaker, and so this is a massive weak spot to the vehicle, especially if you end up face hugging people. They can pen that no problem. So I don't suggest you to face hug anybody in this tank because it really doesn't work. But if we had to switch it up and have a look at what the 50TP Prototype looks like, how the tech tree 50TP looks like, it's a lot more armored in most situations. As you can see, that upper hull being extremely strong, and most of the time people are not going to pen you. But very similar to how the 50TP Prototype's upper hull looks like, yeah, this thing has a similar weak spot here, but it is only a 27% chance of penning. So this means that the 50TP's armor from the tech tree is a lot stronger than the 50TP Prototype. So you guys do need to note that, yeah, you're not going to bounce as many things as you would on the 50TP from the tech tree. Tank can also side scrape. As you can see, it's only 30mm thick, but you can still bounce a lot of shells from here. So people are not going to pen it, mainly because you have the tracks and then you have the overall armor on the tank. And the ammo rack on this vehicle is all the way in the front here. So if you over angle just a little bit, you're most likely going to get ammo racked, and as well as its driver being directly in the front of the vehicle here, so if you aim between directly where both these upper plates meet, you can kill the driver almost every single time. Now that we've discussed the overall armor of this vehicle, I'm going to quickly go over some of the stats and then head into a live battle for you guys. Now, quickly let me go over the overall stats compared to the 50TP from the tech tree. Now, if we have a look at the 50TP from the tech tree, it's the tier 9, obviously. And if we have a look at the top engine, the average speed on this vehicle is 26 kilometers per hour and a top speed of 36 kilometers per hour as well. So as you can see, even the power ratio is only 13.6. When we have a look at the engine on the 50TP prototype, yeah, there's a big difference here. Instead of the power weight ratio being only 13, it's 17.7, and on a heavy tank, that is really, really good. It means you can hit your top speed extremely quickly. As well as the hull turn rate is a lot better as well. Top speed, instead of being in the 30s, it's high up there in the 40s. That means that you can easily hit 50 kilometers in this vehicle when running your improved gear oil as well as improved fuel. Having a look at the guns, both vehicles from the tech tree or the collector's one have 8 degrees of gun depression, which allows you to work most ridge lines in the game. However, the 50TP's prototype's gun is actually a lot more reliable in my opinion, and I do think that the 50TP prototype's gun overall is a lot better than the one that's in the tech tree, but they're not far off of each other. And I will say that while the armor on the 50TP in the tech tree is a lot better than the 50TP prototype, the gun mixed with its fantastic mobility on the 50TP prototype makes it a lot better than the tech tree version in my opinion. With that being said, let's head into a live battle in the 50TP prototype. Now, I've only played 4 games in this vehicle, and I must say I have been enjoying this tank a hell of a lot. It has a lot of pen if you run calibrated shells, your gun is very accurate for what it is, you have a lot of alpha, and the tungsten shells make this vehicle extremely fun to play, because you get to do those 500 rolls a lot of the time. Now, as you can see, this tank almost feels like a medium tank. I'm hitting my top speed pretty quickly. I mean, the 33 is my top speed on this vehicle, and my average speed at least, and we are on medium terrain right now, so I am able to get to my high top speeds very, very quickly, the traverse speed being very good as well, meaning that I can turn on a dime when moving at top speeds. I'm going to take my position here to maybe get a shot into someone crossing over here. We'll just have to wait and see if anyone will poke here. Now, as you can see, a lot of the times you're going to verse other 50TP prototypes. Now, I was looking at the lineup there quickly, and it means that I missed a lot of my shots here. We do still manage to get one to that Tiger 2 there, and yeah, he got punished for crossing that section there. I was a bit late there. I thought I wasn't going to get any shots out, but because we were able to get one onto that guy there, it means we do take the dub on how much damage we dealt to that Tiger 2. Now, I'm not sure where the 50TP prototype is gone. He might be there next to his MX-50. But he also could be, yeah, he is there. Okay, awesome. Let's see if we, oh, okay. I poked that T-54 and stuff over there, which I'm not sure what he's doing. We managed to hit that 704 with tungsten round, doing 500 damage. And this is why I love this vehicle. It has a pretty fast reloading reload, which means you can keep getting the damage out there. I want to see if I can get a shot into this Malshan before my my tungsten shells expire. And I should be able to actually maybe reload before my tungsten shells expires to get another shot out here. We do take a shot from that 50TP prototype there, and because I use my repair kit, it means that we are unable to, or we are tracked and unable to move. This is the only issue with running this class, is because most of the time you're going to get tracked and you're going to repair yourself, and because you only have one repair kit, you're not going to do the greatest. However, now that we are in a held on position, we can absolutely take advantage of this enemy 50TP. As you can see, the track armor and the side armor is not great at all on that tank, and I can easily get shots into him without a problem. I'm going to get another shot into the 704. Obviously, I don't want to get shot by him. He doesn't have the max gun. Looks like he's actually YOLOing me. Not sure what this guy's problem is, but yeah, I'm not happy about it. I get shot for 600 from the side as well, and we do manage to bounce a shot from the 704, but I don't want to take another shot from the enemy team here. And it doesn't look like we're actually going to win this, unfortunately, and it's mainly because my team is not the smartest out there. They have kind of just killed themselves here. We do manage to out-reload that 704 and possibly maybe get another shot out here before this 50TP can kill me. I'm going to drive forward so that 704 cannot kill me from behind, or that ISU, and we do end up losing this battle, unfortunately. We do have an AFK, as well as our Leopard PTA is shooting high explosive at the front of a T-54 with his max gun. So it was definitely not that he couldn't pen him, he just doesn't know what he's doing. But anyways, the 50TP, even though we lost this game, you saw how I was able to do a lot of damage very quickly and get into that position extremely fast in this tank. No problem, because of the high top speed on this tank. And obviously I didn't bounce a lot of shells, and like I said, that is not really going to happen in this vehicle. You're not going to be that OP frontline heavy tank because it really just isn't that. You're just a mobile, versatile heavy tank that can get to the position first, put shots into your enemy tanks, and then run away. Now, exiting this battle, we did 3,500 damage, and it was a loss unfortunately, but there was nothing really much we could have done. My entire team was absolutely awful, and there was only one person that broke 1,000 damage, and only by a marginal amount. So yeah, we had a very bad team, but the 50 TP still held up, managed to do 3,500 damage in the time that it had. You can let me know what you guys think of the tank in the comment section below, or in the Discord server. There'll be a link to join that in the description. Let me know also if you guys received the vehicle recently in the clan missions, and what you guys think of the vehicle overall. So my personal thoughts on this vehicle is that it is a very strong tank, extremely strong, and for the type of vehicle it is, it's very fun because it has tungsten rounds, as well as that it has enough armor to do the deed. It can go hull down, it has a lot of mobility, and it has high alpha gun that's very accurate. So this vehicle is overall very, very good. It has everything you need out of a vehicle, and a lot of people say, oh, the most broken tanks are pay to win. Yet, one of the most strongest tier 9 vehicles in the game is absolutely free. So I'm curious to know if anyone else still thinks that this game is pay to win. But anyways, that is my thoughts on the vehicle. I really, really love this tank, and it's just overall fantastic. Anyways, guys, that's it for me today. Hopefully your shots hit their marks, and I'll check you in the next one. Cheers.